crib with an orange shit, beach at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I'm with a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that. I call up Cohen, Brianna, and parking the top box seats. I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block at Trust Fund. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strippers like Tigers. Legends on 3, 2, 1.
You tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's lonely at the top, but I'm biased because I'm only at the top. But you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's lonely at the top, but I'm biased.
Don't go there, go there, go there, go there, go there, go there. Please, please don't go there, go there, go there, go there, go there, go there with me. Left wrist go there, right wrist go there, necklace go there, sis go there. Just don't go there, go there, go there, go there, go there, go there with me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't get the dark 'cause the feds on it.
Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers taking on Kyler Murray and the Detroit Lions.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
This is set up now to be the true beginning of Love's NFL career because he's finally out from under the shadow of Aaron Rodgers, and Green Bay is giving him this season to prove he can be their starter. 4 years after he was drafted in the first round, we'll find out if Love is the next decade-long starter for the Green Bay Packers.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 17 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Once again, it's Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
32.
Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 62 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Throwing now is Murray. Flushed out right. That is caught. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The middle with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Lions hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Murray off play action. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. He finds his man Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Ready.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get it. The Lions' 44-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Set, ready, yellow, 22.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now Murray. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Christian Harris. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Love now. And a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Murray's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot. Play fake. Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's a give to Barkley. Touchdown, Detroit. Saquon Barkley. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. The Packers ready to take over offensively. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
The Packers cast a wide net last draft season to find starting receivers, and they believe they found something in Dobbs, a fourth-rounder. 42 catches, over 400 yards his rookie year. Those are numbers he can build off of.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. Nifty move. Oh, he shifts past him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check, 48's the mic. Rip right. 48's the mic.
Now Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
A second down throw for Love. Quick completion here to Johnson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing,
Any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Following the interception, Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Isaiah Simmons. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called in called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Murray, right side to Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, You've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. That little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. In motion goes the tight end. Now Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Here's Murray from midfield. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On second down, Love once more. And the defense loses him. It's complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
60 red. 60 red.
Mike 46. Mike 46. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. 10 black.
You remember me. Let's go, baby. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike.
To throw now. Here's Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Ready. 38.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 6 guys.
Ready.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd down, Love. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
I got you. I got you.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, you have to be.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the 1st of his timeouts.
46 to Mike.
Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Jacobs again. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me,
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Packers are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Brought in by Dobbs on the comeback route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Throwing. Love. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Love. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
Ready. 60 red.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Fighting to the ball carrier there was Carlton Davis, and he finishes that play off. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Working out of the gun. Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Carlson's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. 2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And he powers his way up past the 30. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. St. Brown in motion right. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Being chased out left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st. Now the NFL's 3rd leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. In motion left comes Williams. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. To Williams on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is Murray. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Again, it went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Love now to pass on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. Now second down and a few inches. Love. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A Love throw. Now the ball comes loose. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's checking. Crash. Biggest. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I got you, Pop. Mike 22.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Shotgun now for Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Love looking to throw it. To Dobbs, and he hauls it in. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inch. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times, that cost them the victory.
So for the Lions, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.
I can get it gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash in the middle. Boy, I just solved the riddle for this pound cake. Giggles, now I see fiddle all around me. He little, my head was on a swivel. He was pushing a rental. Ain't it coincidental? He ain't really talking money, who he talking to? Homie hopping, need a, they awesome. I can charge a band to get a glimpse of what I'm about to do. They be talking to every about what they ought to do. Yeah, I ain't tripping off of nothing. My name is Topic Discussion. If I give them attention, they all would probably start blushing. So power and honey's the only thing that I'm crushing on. Bonafide, stood on everything that I stepped on. I can get it gone in a blink. We can make a from the sink. He can make a call if you tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty trying to come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash at?
They couldn't see me coming with binoculars. Even if they did, tell me who was stopping us. The ops keep popping up. Cops trying lock us up. When it's out the picture, but it ain't no Diddy cropping this. Sorry, officer, I'm a hood philosopher. In the open all the chakras up the block inside it and molten lava. Check it, thermometers. These rats is synonymous to climates in Guatemala, bruh. Bet your bottom dollar your favorite rapper to get devoured. Silence that certificate quick. Like sayonara. In fact, it's better if he quit and save himself a problem. He ain't got a chance to solve and tell me get him any.
Gone in the blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if you tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty trying to come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash at?
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. Yeah, hop in the whip, that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh. I don't need much, your Billy a do.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my ratchets, you have offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most even. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the eating, and no umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. They ain't submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act even. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you and bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives. But I ain't here to fight fair. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands will do. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands will do.
Yeah. All right, I got him. T-Stead, look, look, yeah. Full court press, so full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duck a smoker, any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Yeah, alright, I got him. T-Stead, look, look, yeah. Full court press, so full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duck a smoker, any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a Q-dog or alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love my green and cheese like a Packers fan. I'm a player, gotta keep it player, how the game go. With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class, so we take the private, we don't do coach.